Welcome back, everybody, to some more playoff action. We thought we were about to get a sweep in the last one, but luckily, they decided to give us some content. Went to 7. It was a banger. Hope you guys didn't miss it, but we are headed right back into the Titan League. I'm joined by my good friend, teammate, the GOAT himself. What's going on, Yegas?
Just chilling, merely ready to get back on the streamer grind. But until then, we have a banger of a matchup: Venganza versus Pinnacle. Pinnacle taking down the 2 seed last time they played, and Venganza taking down the Grandmasters. But it looks like we're a little bit late. We might be starting to get this one done any minute now. Should be a good one though.
Yeah, I think this one should be a close one. We can talk a little bit about it as it's going on, as we are very behind schedule. But as we get into it, I would like to ask you for your prediction. As always, who's taking this one?
I think if Pinnacle plays the way they did against the team they beat on last week, I think they take it. I think they're taking it in 6. I mean, Bubs, Fishy, the dog, very good players, but I mean that Pinnacle peak just hits different. But they need to find that peak, and if they don't, then Gons is gonna take it over. So I do believe Pinnacle's gonna find that peak. See him taking it in 6. But
Very well could happen, as Insanity gotta get one here off the pass from Edwin. The prediction's looking pretty good so far. Pinnacle starting off hot.
Yeah, Edwin just putting a nice pass for Insanity. Insanity finding the bottom left of the net, and Pinnacle starts this one off early.
And that's a good opener by Pinnacle. They are a team which most people expected to kind of stomp. What a pinch from Bubs. Won't result in a goal, but showing off he's not all flip resets. He has other mechanics in store as well. But this Pinnacle roster is a little bit of a interesting one, as most people expected them to do very well from when they were drafted. People were saying Deluxe and Insanity, how do you even manage to get both those players? I know I was asking that question myself, but they've underperformed a little bit during the regular season. Nevertheless, they have showed up when it matters in the postseason, coming back from 3-1 down against the Spartans, and now looking to take it to Venganza. Another pass middle. Deluxe is there off the backboard. Follow-up shot. Not around. Third man waiting patiently, but Bubs here looking for the double touch. Can't quite find it. Another dangerous opportunity, but Venganza not quite able to get there. And Pinnacle still pressing the issue. Still, Bubs is a man you do not want to give space, and he will be looking for clips. He will be looking for scoring opportunities. Every chance he get, you have to feel like a big part of this Pinnacle strategy is going to have to be shutting that down.
Absolutely. I mean, against the Grandmasters, Bubs even had a almost double flip reset goal that was saved away by Bagels last second. But Bubs just knows how to pop off mechanically in the playoffs. And anytime he plays, it's really just spectacle to watch.
And he does already have a Grand Finals championship to his name in the Rival League. Not in the Titan League, but we do know that he has the ice as well as the mechanics. Not someone that's easy to shut down, but Venganza, still nothing without him either. Fishy and the dog, both very solid players. The dog gonna touch this one up. A bit of a double commit from Pinnacle. 2 players jumping for the ball in midfield. But it seems to work out. They do get a little bit of pressure. The ball's sent right back. Deluxe clearing this one down to Insanity, looking for the shot. Bubs barely gets a 50. Manages to get it out. Both teams just trading blows right now, but still, it's Pinnacle who remains with the 1-goal advantage.
I mean, just look at the play of Edwin right now. It's very aggressive up front. Remember last series he was playing more defensive. And then Pinnacle started to peak whenever he found his way onto the offensive side. That with the synergy between Insanity and Deluxe. Deluxe getting a pop here, but getting it hit away by Bubs. And this is a very dangerous offense whenever they get rolling merely.
Absolutely. Both teams have incredible pop-off potential. Feels like it might be a series where a lot of blows are traded. The victor just happens to be the ones who can throw the harder punches. Fishy looking a little bit awkward on defense. The shot will come through. Not much of a threat, though. Venganza able to quickly transition back onto offense. Bubs hitting it to the backboard. No follow-up there just yet, but Bubs will get another shot off the backboard again. Still looming, the threat ever present for this Venganza roster, but they can't break through quite yet. Still remaining scoreless. Edwin getting a crucial touch, but the 50 is in front of the net. Edwin has to make that clutch save, and he does. This one will be sent back. And try as they might, so far, I mean, Venganza's offense is just getting completely shut down. Never mind. Bubs off the ceiling, gets a perfect pass, and Ladog will break through Pinnacle defense.
Well, merely the caster curse comes out. Bubs gets a nice pass off the ceiling, and I mean, Ladog just cleans it up right there.
And that's a great finish. Ready for the Bubs outplay. He's seen that one plenty of times before. Knew the ball was going to somehow come center. Indeed it does, as Deluxe going for the bump manages to get it. Ladog just a little bit faster on defense. Still dangerous. Bubs will get the clear though, and this one might be an open shot. Fishy almost getting the pre-flip. I don't think he had boost to shoot that accurately, but it's still looming. Ladog and Bubs both up. That's a huge double commit. Might be dangerous for Venganza on the counterattack, but they managed to get back quickly. Now with little time left, that one actually just 50s off. Fortune favors Pinnacle, and Deluxe getting his first of the game.
Oh my goodness, Deluxe had a nice pre-flip to pop the ball up, and that was just an insane 50. I'm not sure how that one went in merely, but I mean, regardless, Pinnacle up 2-1, 44 seconds left, looking pretty for this game 1 victory, unless Venganza has something to say about it.
I'm sure they will if they can just finish their sentence, but what a save from Deluxe. He came through with the goal on offense, now holding steady on defense as well. Venganza gonna have to push for this one. Deluxe getting a touch center, and Edwin will be there to follow it up. For Pinnacle, it's all about if they can just limit the chances that Venganza gets. Right now doing a fantastic job, but Ladog will have some open space here, getting it through one. Insanity 50's out, and the ball sent dangerous. Deluxe still remaining calm on defense. That one going to be awkward. Bubs gets the 50 through, and Pinnacle cannot hold on. They concede with 5 seconds left.
Oh my goodness, 5 seconds left. You want to clear the ball, get it out of your zone, but unable to do so. Bubs just finding the back of the net, and I mean, 5 seconds left, anything could happen. But it looks most likely we're going to OT here.
It does look like an overtime type of game, as Insanity getting this touch out will hit the ground. The overtime is confirmed. We knew this would be a close series, but overtime in the first game seems to indicate that it might be even closer than we thought. Deluxe getting this across to Insanity off the backboard. This is a difficult read for Ladog. He can't quite make it, but this one should be in Bub's favor. Going for the musty flick, gets it past one. Ladog in the midfield trying to keep control. They can't quite succeed. Fishy dunked out. Deluxe will send himself through. Insanity getting the touch. Deluxe trying to get the finish. But Edwin will be with the one popping it up. This one sent. Deluxe up for the shot once again. Just getting it past. They're just trying to find a way past this defense so they can have a finishing shot to go off of. But Venganza doing a great job of being in the right spots so far, not allowing many opportunities. Insanity with a bit of a suspicious touch here, but he will manage to get it out. And so far, a little bit of, I will say, tentative play by both teams, not wanting to overcommit, not wanting to push too hard, but that one, almost an opportunity there. Still neither team able to break through.
Yeah, no, it seems pretty back and forth. Both teams trying to play it safe. Don't want to go down 0-1 in the series. But, I mean, just these passing plays out by both these teams, the chemistry there. Both these teams want to make it to Grand Finals, merely. And, I mean, so far, at least in this game 1, they're pulling out all the stops to do so.
And I've been especially impressed with the way Pinnacle are finding each other, but they're not quite getting the finishing touches, not quite getting those spots where they can have a free shot at net. This might be a chance for them, though. Insanity dunked out by Bubs. Able to get back just in time, as this one's sent over the Pinnacle backboard. Edwin with another crucial clear. He has been the one on defense for them. This one over one. Edwin there yet again, getting it through. That one almost on net, but good patience by Deluxe not to let it come through. As Bubs, you have to watch out for this man. He's going for the touch, can't get the redirect. If he had, that would have surely been a goal, but a little bit of miscommunication. Now this might be an open net for Deluxe if he can get there fast enough. But the pinch sends it across a little too fast. Now it's Bubs on the read, going for the ground pinch, getting it through one. The ball is high over the backboard. This is a free shot. Not quite good enough. And Venganza, try as they might, cannot break through Jaegers. This is what an
Oh
amazing
my
overtime
goodness,
as the
the
redirect
luck.
from Deluxe comes through. He manages to break through the defense, and Pinnacle take game one.
Deluxe is making plays at both sides of the court merely. 5 saves and 2 goals. Like, he popped off in this one. 861 points. I believe he was a Season 5 MVP, and right now he's playing like it merely.
And that was incredible. What an overtime. It seemed like both sides were having so much difficulty breaking down the offense. It almost felt like neither team had an advantage going into this overtime, and the entire game, both teams fighting to try and find it. But in the end, it was Pinnacle who came out on top. Still, you have to feel like this series is far from over, and Venganza, they lost this one, but it's not too late for them to try to bounce back quickly.
Absolutely not. I mean, Venganza still outshot Pinnacle by an astronomical. I believe that's 17-7. Just the fact that Pinnacle just put 3 in the back of the net. But it seemed like Pinnacle had a good few plays, just not enough shots like on target. But the shots they did have, they made count.
And that they did. Seemed like Venganza were able to get quite a few clears out, not finding themselves stuck on their defensive half for too long at any given point. But Pinnacle had quick counterattacks. They had quick breakout goals. It was the difference in this game one. Now heading into game two here, I'm curious how you want to see this Venganza roster adapt to try and overcome.
Well, I did see they had 6 demos, but I want to see them demo the back line, get more shots. I mean, put more shots on target, find a way to disrupt the defense, because they had 18 shots, but I mean, they're just not placing them properly merely. And Pinnacle just making save after save. Like, it has to break at some point, right?
Yeah, you would think so, and usually when Venganza is shooting that much, it does eventually break, but Pinnacle doing a really good job of holding on, and they've been holding on in this game as well. Already some offense coming out from Venganza. But the game remains scoreless. Deluxe trying to send this one down. Fishy with the control, but not the best control. Does manage to 50 it back to Bubs, who is always ready for the ball, and he will have an open net to shoot at. Venganza strike first.
I mean, Fishy taking notes from his brother, demoing the backline. Edwin, a defensive stalwart on defense, just gets absolutely decimated. And all Bubs had to do there was put it on target.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's something in the genes for the Bubbly Fishy family, as both of them are absolute menaces on the demos. They both love to go for those plays, and both are exceptionally good at doing so. That time, Fishy, the one able to create a goal-scoring opportunity for Venganza. On the other side of things, Pinnacle is trying to get some opportunities of their own. And Sandy sang this one to the middle. Edwin with a free shot, and he will be able to snipe it to the bottom right. A great comeback by Pinnacle.
And I mean, the defense just gets caught a little too far up. Fishy not able to make it back in time. Perhaps could have if he didn't accidentally side flip with the misinput. But regardless, we have a tie game in this one.
And it will be tied. This series so far has been neck and neck. Both teams trading blows. Pinnacle, the last ones to strike, but we'll see at least one more goal in this game as Bub's trying to send this center. Insanity. Can't really 50 through, but Edwin, his teammate, can back him up. Now it's Bubs with possession. A scary sight as he gets it past Insanity. Edwin once again ready for it. Manages to send it out. That's not the best touch by Deluxe. It will go center. But a clutch 50. Ladog not able to break through, and with 2 minutes gone so far, I mean, everything is so even. It's kind of hard for me to even see what the difference maker has been for these two teams so far.
No, I mean, it really is. I mean, both teams do a lot of things very well. It's just been a really defensive battle. Right as I say that, Insanity got pop one past the defense. A defensive miscue once again by Venganza.
There's another quick counterattack. Pinnacle just putting shots on target. 2 for 3 right now. That time, managed to get the better on the 50. Fishy caught in an awkward position and could not get back to it. Pinnacle take the lead once again. 3 minutes remaining, plenty of time for Venganza. Try and come back. Deluxe here with the shot. Will not miss that. He is faster than everyone. Manages to put that through.
Deluxe just with the top corner snipe quicker than the defense. And I mean, this Pinnacle offense is revving its engines right now, merely.
And revving, they are trying to go up even further. 3-1 might just be good enough for them to take it, but they still have to play a lot more Rocket League. Fishy breaking through on this one. Edwin should be able to get back, and get back he does. Sending this one clear as well. Deluxe going for the double touch, but Bubs will not allow it to happen. Still dunked, but Fishy will be the one who comes away, trying to get the pass off. Insanity reads the flick perfectly, and the shot blocked away as well. I mean, Pinnacle's defense right now just looks like it's on another level.
It really is. 4 saves already in this one, and I mean, just on defense, they've been so good. Insanity able to get that one out. A little bit of skill, but mostly luck on that one. And so far, almost said Venganza unable to put another goal in the back of the net since the first minute, but finds one there.
You know, I have been extremely impressed with the defense of Pinnacle, but that was not one of their highlights, as I believe it was Insanity there. I didn't exactly register who it was, but that was not the best defensive clear as that one, actually.
Oh my!
Making up for the blunder, and they're back with the 2-goal advantage.
Sometimes merely all it takes is a 50, and Deluxe just reads the dog, and Fishy unable to get back in time, and the ball just soars top left.
And that's a great way to strike back for Pinnacle. A brief moment of suspicious behavior, but doesn't matter. They regained their 2-goal advantage as a triple commit on the goal line. They do succeed in getting the ball out. This one sent high once again, and Sandy with the clear. And Deluxe trying to follow the 50 in the midfield, favors Pinnacle. This one sent out. Bubs gets a touch, but not the best touch. Not really able to get downfield. And Pinnacle will have possession once again. Deluxe trying to pop this one up, but a double commit from Pinnacle could leave an opportunity for Venganza to try to break out a defense. And in fact, they break out right into the net of Pinnacle. I'm not really sure what happened there.
Yeah, no, it just looks like the defender got too far up. Insanity and Deluxe may have bumped into each other, maybe slowing Insanity's rotation back. But I mean, Insanity wasn't getting that one, and Bubs just going to get his hat trick. Just putting the ball on target.
And now Pinnacles still remain with a 1-goal advantage, but it's getting a bit too close for comfort if you're them. They will look to try and find another one. Edwin getting this clear out, trying to take control on the dribble. Can't quite find it. The transition into offense stopped completely by Venganza, but Insanity just beats out the last defender. Edwin here trying to get the air dribble, trying to get it past. They're trying to keep on this pressure. They know if Venganza gets the opportunity, they have a very good chance of scoring. Insanity shutting it down once again, going for the 50. That one will be sent back. Edwin has to be smart here, has to make a play that will not result in an opportunity for Venganza, and he does send it away. 20 seconds left. Fishy trying to get this ball out. Venganza trying to get anything going, but Ladog can't get there. Deluxe should have a clear back, and if they can just waste a little bit more time. Last time, in Game 1, Venganza scored with very little time on the clock. It doesn't look like it'll happen this time, as Insanity puts home the dagger for this game, and Pinnacle steady in control for the series, 2-0.
Insanity just find the back of the net, find that cushion goal, to where if they get scored on with 5 seconds left, it doesn't even matter. And, you know, Venganza, after this game, I'm looking to take a timeout.
Absolutely. I think a timeout is a smart play here. They've been close games, but Pinnacle has come out on top in both. Even stronger in this game, too, than Game 1. And really, you know, they've played extremely well on defense, Pinnacle has. But it seems like a lot of their goals are resulting from misplays on Venganza's side of things. They're not coordinating as well as they could have, and allowing some opportunities that really shouldn't be there for Pinnacle.
Absolutely. I mean, Venganza's just getting caught off on defense. I mean, they have the shots. It looks like they're still out shooting Pinnacle. They have the pressure. But I mean, Pinnacle on the flip side, insane shooting percentage. 5 goals on 6 shots. One shy of perfect. And if you want a trip to the Grand Finals, if you want that ticket, I mean, that's how you want to shoot merely.
And Venganza now down 2-0. It doesn't look like they're taking a
Oh
timeout. They're
my.
just joining back up right away. But Insanity's saying Deluxe isn't here. I'm
It,
not sure where he went.
does
Pinnacle,
say he
maybe.
joined the match, however, so I don't know.
So he's in the lobby, but he's not playing just yet. I guess Venganza getting a bit of a... Okay, there he is.
All right, all
Deluxe
right.
has joined the lobby. We will be heading directly into game number 3, and Venganza not taking a timeout there. That's a curious decision. We see it at the highest level. I mean, the RLCS teams, every single time they go down 2-0, you see a timeout. I mean, very rarely will they just continue playing and risk going down 0-3.
Well, merely haven't you heard? Apparently, Titans don't take timeouts, and
Ah,
I mean, Venganza practicing that here, but maybe they should have. As Edwin's gonna get a nice dribble past them, and Pinnacle just picking up where they left off.
yeah, and Edwin just getting it. He didn't even really have to do much. Looked like Ledog kind of faked himself.
Yeah.
Didn't even look like the ball was on top of Edwin's car there. Pinnacle already striking first, getting an easy first goal, although Venganza almost striking back quickly. They will certainly be looking to try and turn the tides, even regardless of the timeout. Just, maybe for some teams, the timeout isn't a good thing. Maybe they just want to keep playing, keep trying to keep going, and just push through.
Yeah, I mean, maybe so, but I mean, regardless, Pinnacle has been hot. But I mean, on the flip side, Venganza has been having shooting opportunities. They're just not putting them in the back of the net. Uh, I do believe it could be a mental thing, which a timeout would have helped with. But regardless, that's an alternate universe. We don't have to worry about that anymore. And right now, Deluxe is gonna 50 the middle. Fishy gonna hit it away, and what a defensive stand by Venganza.
Well, maybe they just don't want to think. We're Rocket League players after all. We don't think, we just chase the sphere in the middle of the field as Bubs here. Doesn't have to do much thinking for that one. Just gets a clean beat off of the miss, and he will put in another goal from Venganza.
And I swear, Bubs has been having easy goals this series, merely. It just seems like he's just dribbling the ball in the back of the net off breakaways. But regardless, he's going to get another one here. And in this pivotal game 3, we're all tied up.
And I apologize, Years. You'll have to solo cast for a tiny bit. I just received word that my mom headed to the urgent care, and obviously this is much more important. So I will try to be back swiftly, but I have to leave for now.
Absolutely. Hope everything's all right. Pinnacle going to get another goal from that one. Venganza down 2-1, however. Fishy gonna hit past one. Insanity's gonna 50 it. Ladog is up. And it looks like I'm going to be joined by Austin here.
I'll be hopping in for a second. Wasn't quite expecting, but hopefully everything's all right with Merely. Obviously, thoughts and prayers there. But we will keep the Rocket League going here as we're into this one, and Pinnacle leading 2-1 here. Looking to add on to it. The defensive stop comes through, and Jaegers have been watching this series, from behind the scenes, and Pinnacle, the defense has been huge so far in this one.
No, it really has. They're finding save after save. It seems like almost every shot that Venganza had has been turned away defensively as opposed to the crossbar. And just a really good all-around game by Pinnacle so far.
And they find themselves in the lead here as we're heading in to the final 2 minutes and 30 seconds of game number 3. This ball off to the side, Ladog trying to keep it in. Edwin gonna send it out. Back into the corner. This ball out back in. Bub's gonna try to make a touch and just able to clear that one away to the side. This one pinched back down. 2:15 left. And Sandy looking to get it out, and we're down to 2 minutes here, Jaegers. I know Venganza didn't call that timeout. You guys touched on it, quite a bit there. But, you gotta win this game. This is one of those ones, we saw a reverse sweep in the last one, but you don't often see a reverse sweep. You gotta know the pressure's on, and they're looking for something here, but they can't do it, and, they really gotta get going here.
They really do. They need to find a way to steal the momentum from Pinnacle because, I mean, this Pinnacle offense is just going off right now. It seems like they're diving for every ball, putting every shot, and Venganza ready for that one. Unfortunate for Pinnacle, went off the crossbar.
This one out in the midfield, a dangerous ball, but not quite gonna go this time. Is this one up in the midfield, denied away again? Pinnacle, their defense just standing strong time after time, Jaegers, and Pinnacle, just this defense, I can't believe what I'm seeing from them right now.
No, it's very interesting because, I mean, Deluxe and Insanity aren't really defensive players. There's players you want for offensive capabilities, Edwin more of the defensive player. But, I mean, everyone in this Pinnacle defense has showed up to play today.
Yeah, they really have, and Pinnacle, they've had their issues all season long, but they're looking to show up here and make it to the Grand Finals, which would be another Titan League Grand Finals appearance for Pinnacle, who have been such a staple in the Titan League. With Venganza, they are looking to answer back, and the time is not in their favor here, as we're getting down to it now. This ball off to the corner, final 30 seconds for Venganza. They have to strike here. This one,
oh my!
A missed touch comes out, and Bubs puts it in. He's having himself a game, and he ties it up.
And also, I wasn't sure maybe if Deluxe maybe got bumped there or something, but it looks like he may have just whiffed. And Bubs making another crucial goal when it's needed. And with 30 seconds left, Venganza has another life in this game 3.
They really do, and could this be what they need to get themselves right back in this series? Or does Pinnacle have a dagger? This one up in the midfield looking for a shot, but not quite gonna go this time as Fishy has an opportunity. Mano y mano, a shot.
Oh my, Fishy!
Bangs it home, and Venganza takes the lead.
And I mean, Fishy going 50 past 1, just takes a nice golf swing at it. And I mean, Deluxe was not saving that one, Austin. What a shot by Fishy.
Yeah, just a huge shot coming through to the back of the net there. Exactly what the doctor ordered for Venganza. And now Pinnacle find themselves down here in the final 10 seconds. Can they bring it back? This ball popping up out in the midfield. This ball heading toward net. Bub's gonna stop it, trying to stay with it, just looking at 50. Gonna pop this one up off the backboard. Pinnacle, they gotta keep it up in the air, but they can't. And Venganza come from behind Jaegers in the final seconds, able to battle back and win game number 3.
I mean, what a win by Venganza, able to steal that one away from Pinnacle. Looks like they didn't need the timeout. Probably going to hold it off for later. Unless, of course, we just don't see any timeouts this series, which would be quite interesting, Austin.
Yeah, it would be something if we didn't see any timeouts. But, I'm sure there will be. I know they're aware of it, at least. But, hey, you never know. And I mean, good on Venganza. They didn't need the timeout there, Jaegers, so they still have it in their back pocket if they need to use it later.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, could come in a pivotal game 7 if we do, in fact, reach that point. But, I mean, Venganza just believed in themselves there. They had all the shots. They just weren't putting in the back of the net. Had some demos to open up the goal lanes. And were able to score 2 goals in less than 30 seconds. What a game by Venganza.
And again, Venganza actually going to outshoot Pinnacle. This time they were able to take advantage, winning in that one. And now it comes down to this game number 4. And a crucial one, Jaegers, for Venganza and for Pinnacle. Pinnacle can look to get up 3-1 here. And Venganza can look to even the series right back.
Absolutely. I mean, 3-1's a lot nicer than tied 2-2. As many a team have been have fallen on Forbidden Temple.
It is very true. But we will have to see. As Pinnacle looking to start things out early as Deluxe sends that one on net. Not quite going to make things happen. So we're into this game. This ball popped up with a dog, trying to stay with it. Challenge in the midfield, send it back towards net. Bubs towards the backboard. this one. Locked down the midfield, sent back in. Fishy can't quite connect. A shot attempt coming through off the post. But
Oh,
it's gonna go
my.
off the defender. Deluxe, give over that Rocket League luck as Pinnacle strikes first.
Oh my goodness, I could have sworn that I was going top left and it was just an unfortunate bounce for Pinnacle. But then Venganza helped him out a little bit, and now Pinnacle up 1-0 in this one.
Looks like got hopefully potentially good news here. Mirrorly is back, so I'm gonna throw it back over to him. He's still in the lobby, still in the cast, so Mirrorly, take it away.
I am back. Thank you everyone for your support. Everything is okay. Just had to clear up some confusion. But my mom is doing great. So, with that said, apologies for the interruption, but the game has not been interrupted, as it appears while I was gone, Venganza managed to bring it back a game and now are trying to fight back to take the advantage. Pinnacle's still up here, and what a game. If you want to catch me up a tiny bit, Jaegers, I mean, what has been, how did we get to this point? Is Venganza coming back here?
Well, I mean, if that keeps happening, Insanity gonna put another one in the back of the net. But yeah, no, in game number 3, merely, Pinnacle was up 2-1 with 30 seconds left, and then Venganza just made an insane comeback to steal game 3 away from him.
And they may have made a nice comeback, but it looks like they're gonna have to make another one here if they do want to avoid going down 3-1, a difficult position to be in. Also not the most difficult position we've seen on stream today, as the reverse sweep in the previous game would suggest. Still, Pinnacle looking like they are in control of this game. Number 4 here, Deluxe getting a crucial clear out, and Bubs as last man, going to have to make the touch, does manage to get it past and gets the 50 out. Doing very well there, heading over to Fishy, getting it through. And so far, Venganza with some good opportunities. Pinnacle is scoring, and it seems like the theme is holding true. I mean, Venganza trying everything to break through this Pinnacle defense, and Pinnacle just refuses to be scored on.
Absolutely. I mean, Venganza's definitely winning the shots battle. Maybe not in this one, as Pinnacle's leading thus far 4-2. Make that 4-3. But I mean, Venganza, the story of the series has just been they're just not able to put goals on the back of the net.
And really, that is a crucial factor when you're playing a game of Rocket League. You have to be able to finish. Here's a good shot here, but 2 defenders jump, and Sandy will be credited with the save. Managing to save yet another shot from Venganza, not letting anything through. Edwin clearing this one down. Bubs doing everything he can, get the ball out. And, you know, we've seen Bubs. He looks solid. He's finding some space and making plays happen. I'm wondering who else we need on this Venganza roster to step up and try to finish these shots.
I mean, I haven't seen a lot out of 2K Ladog yet, merely. I mean, he put a shot on earlier, had a couple goals, I believe. But nothing extremely substantial. Nothing that can sway this series in the favor of Venganza.
And certainly the series is heavily in favor of Pinnacle right now. Less than 2 minutes remaining. They are poised to take game 4, gaining a massive advantage in the series. And Sandy slow playing this one, trying to get it through, and Bubs 50 effectively neutralized. Edwin getting a 50 through as well. The ball left for Pinnacle once again. Steadily in control, but this could be an opportunity for a counterattack. Bubs getting it through. It's off the backboard. No one there to finish. They ran out of boost on offense yet again. And instead, it's Insanity actually missing his touch. That's 2 defenders. Bubs will beat 1, but I don't think there's a shot able to be taken. Bubs tries his best, can't quite find it. And Insanity manages to get an insane goal line block to send it away. Still, Bubs coming through. He will not give up, and he snipes the top left corner.
Well, you know, merely one thing I've learned about this series is Venganza may be down, but Bubs is going to get his as he slots it top left corner past 2 defenders and gives Venganza a fighting chance in this game 4 with a minute left.
Well, they did come back in the last game from a 2-1 deficit. This one, they only have a minute, but we've seen them regain before. They can tie the series up here. So much of a mental battle won, but Deluxe coming through. He's just faster. Defense can't get a read, and Deluxe will put them up 2.
Pinnacle has been in this position before, and they don't want to throw another game away. Deluxe putting in the back of the net and giving themselves yet another cushion in this game.
Venganza, their job just got even harder. Took them 4 minutes to score their first. Now they need 2 in 40 seconds. Here's a shot. It's not on target, but the finish could be there. What even happened to that shot? That was a wide open net, but Venganza cannot put anything in the back of the net. Jaegers, what is happening?
I don't really have an analysis for that, merely. It just looks like Venganza just side flipped and wasn't able to put a shot on target. That was mind-boggling.
It absolutely was. And now with 2-goal advantage, time running out, it does seem as if Pinnacle are going to be moving ahead 3-1 in the series. Not much left to be said on this one, but still, Pinnacle taking the reins. And finally, Venganza will call their timeout, but is it too late here, Jaegers?
I mean, they were down 2 games. They thought they'd be able to get this one back, out shooting Pinnacle once again. But, I mean, 2 of those shots, they had an opportunity to tie it up, merely, and they just didn't take it. They didn't put their shots on target. They just don't seem focused. And that could help where this time could make this timeout come into play here. Getting them back to focus, calm down, because right now they're on match point, and Pinnacle, on the flip side, on the verge to go into the finals.
Better late than never, I suppose, but still a difficult task ahead of Venganza. Now they have to win 3 straight games if they want to make it to the Grand Finals. Not an easy task against a Pinnacle that's been playing this well. I mean, 9 shots there for Venganza. It's just the same story. Every single game, Venganza shooting a ridiculous amount, but Pinnacle has an answer to every shot. They have a save for every position, and Venganza just can't break through. I mean, how much more, what more can they change from their defense to try and gain an advantage?
I don't know. They need a challenge earlier. They need to maybe have a deep third man, because Pinnacle have been able to flip it past the defense on multiple occasions. But, I mean, right now, Pinnacle is just playing better, merely.
They really are, and they look like the Pinnacle that we were all expecting to see when this roster was formed. Finally stepping up here in the postseason. 1 game away from making it to Grand Finals, facing off against Blizzard, which I'm sure they won't be looking forward to, but they will definitely be looking forward to hopefully taking 1 more game in this series. A huge advantage, and if I'm Pinnacle, I'm feeling pretty good here. You got 3 more lives, and all they have to do is convert on 1 of those.
I mean, we've shown that 3 lives aren't fallable, merely, as a rival had 4 and they weren't able to put it away. And I mean, if you're Pinnacle, you can't have that in the back of the mind. You can't have the thought that you might lose here. You just need to put this one away and punch your ticket to Grand Finals.
They will be looking to do just that. The defense can remain as solid as it has been. It's going to be a difficult task for Venganza, but clearly not impossible. Although, to be fair, we have never had a reverse sweep in the Titan League. Almost had one against the Krakens, actually, on Saturday, but that one did not come to fruition. But still, Venganza giving it all they've got, trying to make this happen. Pinnacle pressing the issue, but that's not a great touch. Ladog actually just getting a huge read, sends one to the back of the net.
The dog just read that man's soul, came off the sidewall, put in the back of the net, and Deluxe not able to get back in time. And, I mean, that's how you want to start coming off the timeout, really.
They might have a 2-game advantage, but they have to remember, these players are no slouches. They are still at the top of the rival league, making it all the way to the semifinals, and they will not be anxious to return back to out of the postseason. As Deluxe with a nice shot here. Fishy doesn't get the best touch, but the follow-up is not quite there, and Sandy can't place his shot either. Venganza keep their 1-goal advantage alive, but this one coming through, this should actually be an open net, but Ladog can't quite get there in time. There was quite a bit, and Pinnacle just barely able to make it back. Deluxe getting a touch across. Edwin trying to send it center, and this one's a little bit suspicious. The dunk coming out. Ladog has to remain calm on the goal line. Just barely keeping that one out of the net, but things are still a bit suspicious for them. Ladog trying to get a bump, trying to go for the pass instead, kind of fakes out going for the bump. Some sloppy play in the midfield here. Somehow Venganza do come out on top, and it's Fishy trying to make the solo play happen. Venganza, you know, they've been in this position before. They've taken leads, only converting on one game so far, but can they hold on to this lead? The defense has not been a strong point for them so far.
Absolutely. I mean, if they're going to win this series, and if they're going to take it to Blizzard in the Grand Finals, they need to get something on defense. Because, I mean, Blizzard's just on another level in terms of offense. And, I mean, if Venganza can't get something going defensively here, even if they do somehow make the comeback and win against Pinnacle, they're not going to win against Blizzard.
That is looking rough. That's a huge triple 50 there, I think, as the ball just screams into the back of the net. 116 kph. Can't really ask for a better 50.
And Insanity and Edwin gonna get the, I believe that's a 75-25 on the defense. And that ball just screams in the back of the net, 72 miles an hour. And I don't know. Venganza just looking uninspired on defense so far. They're playing really good on offense, but they just have some things to fix on the defensive half.
And you know, when you're fighting as hard as you are in Venganza, wait, that's just gonna go in. Actually, the defender pre-jumped a little bit early there. Expected a high shelf shot, but Fishy getting enough power and it gets past Edwin.
And Edwin just not expecting that one. Fishy gonna sneak it by him. And Venganza's gonna retake the lead here.
And, well, what I was saying was when you're Venganza and you're getting this many shot opportunities, not able to convert on them, you can get a little bit frustrated and also a little bit impatient, which leads to mistakes on defense. Seems like something that has been happening quite a bit in this series. They can clean those up. It's surely time. Deluxe tries to get the pass down. That went off the backboard. Not able to be put away, and Bubs will come out on top. The 50 is good as well. Insanity in a tough spot here, and Bubs trying to make the read, but the 50 will go out. Now it's Edwin with the opportunity. Tries to just shoot. Fishy manages to make the defensive touch. Venganza turtled up in their net, but they will manage to get the clear out. Transitioning into offense themselves. This one's awkward. 2 go from Pinnacle. And Fishy trying to capitalize. Can't get it center. And maybe another bit of an overcommit there from Venganza. But Ladog with a nice touch. Regains control. Trying to get it through Deluxe. Can't quite find it. As this game progresses, Venganza, if they've figured out their defensive errors, then things might get a little bit sketchy for Pinnacle.
Absolutely. I mean, if Venganza starts playing well on defense, then that's a force to be reckoned with. It was never their offense they've had trouble with. They've been putting shots on target. But it was just their defense that was a little suspect at times. But, I mean, if Venganza finds a way to shore that up, that is a very dangerous roster move.
And if Pinnacle can tie here, they might have a chance of not going to a game 6, but it's going to take some work. Only 20 seconds left. Edwin getting his boost stolen. And Venganza seems to have taken control of this game number 5 here. Ladog with this shot. And Venganza, Ladog putting one home to secure the game victory.
And I mean, just Ladog securing his ticket at least to Forbidden Temple, where the craziest things happen.
Yeah, we all know anything can happen on Forbidden Temple. It never seems to really favor any specific team, but one thing is for sure, we have another crazy game ahead of us. As Bubs puts in another one, just another momentum goal, trying to get things going in their favor. And Pinnacle now, they've lost 2 games now. Not consecutively, but still, you have to feel like they might be getting a little bit shook here.
Absolutely. I mean, if I'm Pinnacle, I want to nip this one in the bud right away. Maybe, I mean, they might consider taking the timeout here. Like, they might want to save it for Game 7, but I mean, Game 7, the nerves are so high. You just want to finish it off in a Game 6 and then punch your ticket there.
And so far, 2 players from Pinnacle have raid up. It looks like they're thinking about the timeout. Potentially, actually, no, all of them ready up. No timeout necessary. They just want to go on, and they want to try to close this one out in 6. It seems like either they still feel confident that they can, or they just don't want to take a break. They want to keep playing.
Absolutely. I mean, the stream's already behind me. We can't keep it slacking.
This is true. This is true. We gotta close this one. Come on, Pinnacle. I'm not just saying this because I'm in your org, but we gotta close this one out so that we can get the stream back on track. What are you guys doing? Off the bat, though, it'll be Fishy with the first opportunity, looking for the pass. The dog there. Bubs can't quite make the shot. No finish, but that one very close to going in. Already some chances for Venganza right off the bat. Bubs getting this one through. The bump almost good, but Pinnacle staying alive, trying to break out of their half. Insanity will get a clear, but it's very short-lived. Although Edwin's sending it right back. This one sent middle, and Insanity versus Ladog on the 50. Ladog gets the better. Not the best touch defensively. It will get dropped down. Insanity clears it, and he's staying patient, staying strong. Ladog trying to get the touch out, but it's straight to Edwin, who gets a nice 50. Bubs getting the beat. Looking for the air dribble. Deluxe will manage to block it out. And Forbidden Temple so far hasn't delivered any of the theatrics.
Oh my.
Although that was almost an incredible double touch by Ladog. This one's still high, still dangerous. Deluxe manages to get the clear. So far, I mean, we've just seen what we've seen a lot, which is Pinnacle stuck in their half. But this time, it looks like Venganza is bound to score eventually. Already so many shots coming out. Maybe not registered, but the amount of pressure is palpable.
Absolutely. I mean, the Pinnacle finding ways to make saves on defense. They've had valiant efforts, but I mean, if Venganza keeps this one up, a goal in the back of Pinnacle net is imminent.
It does look like it, but still has not come to fruition. And we've seen this position several times this series. Venganza having difficulty scoring, and Insanity can't quite make the read. That was a huge opportunity for Pinnacle. They haven't really had many of those in this game. Instead, it will be Ladog sending this one through. Deluxe with a backflip, trying to get a 50, and he will find it. That shot was a big opportunity again, but Pinnacle, now that they've dropped a couple games, they're starting to look a bit shaky. That one not quite going through, but Pinnacle need to calm down here, or else their defense still looks phenomenal. They're keeping everything at bay, but on offense, they're making some unforeseen errors.
They really are. I mean, just double commit after double commit. And I mean, so far, 0 shots in half the game nearly. They need to find some pressure, because so far it's just been the Venganza show.
And Venganza will be looking to put on even more pressure, already with 5 shots, but nothing to show for it. Hasn't been easy for them to score, and that remains the same. Edwin with a touch off the sidewall, and Sandy has to get the beat here. He does manage to, and Edwin will get the touch. Can't quite find the double, and Sandy can't get the touch, but the shot off of Bubs, using Bubs as the backboard for the basketball net, and somehow Pinnacle manages to score.
And I could have sworn Insanity was putting that in the back of the net. It looks like Bubs may have expected the same thing. He was just caught lacking, and Edwin just going to Goomba the ball down, and ricocheted off Bubs to get the first goal of this pivotal Game 6.
And that is not great. If you're Venganza, all of a sudden, you start to wonder. You've had so much pressure, so many opportunities. None of them have resulted in goals. Meanwhile, Pinnacle, 0 shots and 1 goal. Yeah, I mean, you can't ask for better shooting percentage than that. They've just remained so good on defense. Not letting anything through so far, but there's still time for Venganza to break through, and Sandy will bring this one back. Trying to control, gets a touch off the sidewall, going for the angle. But Bubs is waiting, actually misses his touch. That's going to be a free shot. Bubs will get it out, and a nice touch by Fishy. Led up mid, and Sandy has to get the beat here. Does manage to, and now it's Pinnacle piling on the pressure. They have the 1-goal advantage. They don't want to allow Venganza a way back into this game, a way back into the series. This one bouncing once again in front of the net, but Pinnacle not letting anything through. Deluxe getting this one clear. And Bubs will have the touch. Venganza remaining, but they just can't find the offense, and now missed touches coming out. Venganza is beginning to panic here.
Yeah, no, I mean, the offense that was so alive. The Luck's going to further secure this game 6. Potentially. I mean, we've seen Venganza come back, but I mean, with 40 seconds left, they need to dig down and find their way out because Pinnacle is 40 seconds away from the Grand Finals.
And Pinnacle seem to have won the war of attrition. They've kept the ball out of their net and capitalized on the very few opportunities that they have had. Only 30 seconds remain. They just have to keep this ball out of Venganza's hand. They certainly wouldn't say no to another goal, but that one will not be. Venganza just have to go here. They have to try to get it going quickly. Deluxe up for this one, a big 50. The time ticking away. If Venganza can't get possession, that's probably wraps, and it really should be Pinnacle going to be heading to the Grand Finals off of an incredible defensive performance.
Oh my goodness. I mean, if you told me Pinnacle... I mean, I'm in their org, but I mean, if you told me Pinnacle was making the Grand Finals, at the beginning of playoffs, I can't say I would believe you. But they really did step up in these past 2 games, fought their way to the Grand Finals, and now they have I believe it's a Season 5 rematch against Blizzard.
Wait, so what season was that? Sorry, Austin, you cut out. Yes, it was Season 5 where these 2 teams faced off, and that was the start of Blizzard's run. They've won 2 back-to-back. Blizzard looking for the three-peat. All that stands in their way is a Pinnacle roster. You know, Pinnacle did a great job shutting down the offense of Venganza, but Blizzard, like you said already, is a whole different beast. We'll have to look forward to that one, though, on next Saturday. For now, we are pretty far ahead of schedule, so we will need to throw it to a break pretty quickly here. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Hope you're enjoying the games. I know I most certainly am. And we will be right back after this short break.